Well, here we are. We have a synergy off. Retribution, Vyros 2 with 8 Griffons, Imperitus, and Manticore, Magister, Lanyssa, and 2 Arcanist. Versus Kaya 3 with 2 goats, 2 wolves, one's a stalker, one's a feral, about 3 birds, the little dude that gives out primal, and the little dude, the Argus that Doppler barks. Then some solos like the Black Clad, Wayfairer, Gobber Chef, and Lord of the Feast. And Shifting Stones, because get those goats up there. My opponent goes first. It is Mirage, which is a new scenario that has lots of scoring potential with solos. Whoops. There we go. So he goes first. He gets pretty far up the board, and he's in a decent position, but he's not in a crazy amazing position, but he's in a pretty decent position. My thoughts on this are, whenever I play this player, he usually tries to jam me, and so I'm hoping and pop feet and then retaliate and kill me the turn after. So I'm hoping to move up a little bit, maybe shoot out his Wayfairer because Vyros can see through the forest and then repo back. He's got 2 shots with reload, so why not? And if he does jam me, I can walk behind him, take a free strike because I don't care, and I don't care yet, and smack him in the back a whole bunch and build up synergy that way, and then actually get some work done because his goats and his stalkers are very killable under his feet with synergy and my damage output. So I move forward. I shoot down that Wayfarer that was standing right there. He is no longer there because he is dead. And I repo Vyros 2 back to safety. And in anticipation for the jam, I have a layer up front and I have a layer in back so that my stuff isn't going to take multiple free strikes on jammy, and I have pieces that are flexible enough to move around and unjam myself. Imperitus is intentionally in that forest to stay back so he doesn't get jammed and tied down and forced to kill something he doesn't want to kill. He's within 4 of the objective, and the plan is to bring him forward. Pretty unexciting. So then my opponent surprises me and does not pop. He does not pop feet, and he does not come into jam me. And I'm looking at this turn, and I'm thinking Imperitus can go up here, mulch that goat, maybe mulch a wolf, maybe mulch some griffins. Depends. It's dice like plus a bajillion on those little suckers. So there's a lot of potential there. He can get there by sidestepping off that chef. So, seems like a good plan. And that goat, that Argus, and those 2 griffins are in threat range of about 5 griffins. So that's basically the plan. Go over there, kill some stuff. Go over there, hide behind the wall, contest some stuff. Pop my feet, and basically take out 2 goats and hopefully 2 or 3 birds. And then the stalker and the feral will kill a whole bunch of griffins, but feet movements will maybe allow me to get Imperitus to Kaya or do something crazy. There's all kinds of things that can happen with my feet movements. I'll try and put Manticore in a spot where if they do kill Imperitus, Manticore can come up and get a lot of work done because it will definitely be feet turn next turn. So I need something that can hit really hard because I'm probably going to be boosting to hit. Maybe not. Needing 7s on full synergy with Griffins needing 5s on the charge, full synergy. So Lanyssa goes up, misses her Hunter's Mark because cool. And I go up and I do a whole bunch of whacking. I leave both those birds almost dead, like 1 or 2 boxes. And I kill the goat. And I miscalculated. Imperitus can definitely get to that little chef, but when he gets to that chef, he does not have a sidestep range to the goat. So I put myself in a really bad position where I only removed 1 goat, and I left 2 birds on close to nothing, and my whole entire army is in his face, as you can see. Even with feet, this is really, really bad for me. I should have planned out. I actually think I did plan out a little bit of overdamage here. Dice weren't that great. I put enough griffins that those 2 birds should have died. This griffin built synergy by smacking the goat, and this griffin was fully loaded and murderized the goat with a concentrated power. So that happened as expected. And more or less, I score that zone. He scores his zone. It's 1-1. But I'm in a really bad spot. Even with feet, I'm not going to be able to get away. He pops his feet, which allows... I'm going to go back. His feat allows him to go over the top of my guys and not take free strikes. So it really gives him the opportunity to kill my models without much retaliation. That Feral Warpwolf, all I do is confuse his order of activation. That Feral Warpwolf can see everything over here. If I move my stuff over here, that Stalker can see everything on my right-hand side. This Feral can see everything on my left-hand side. So if I have to wait for one of them to go before I can move my Griffon out of sight of the other. And unfortunately, they just kill a crap ton of my stuff. There's also the goat over here. And things go pretty bad for me. A lot of my stuff dies. However, here's the silver lining. Every single model primaled, except for this bird that's on 2 boxes, and this Argus, and this little primal dude. I can't remember what his name is. It's really bothering me. He looks like he's nuts. I really can't remember his name. He scores 2, so the score is now 3-1. So it's my turn. Here's the plan. Basically, those two are going to primal and frenzy into each other. So ignore them. Aha. Vyros is going to come over here and smack that Griffon that's on 1 or 2 boxes and hopefully kill it. And that's going to get the synergy building. This Griffon is going to come over here and beat the crap out of that dog, hopefully enough that it can't retaliate very well or kill Vyros, because it's one of the only other models that can retaliate. And this Griffon's going to be facing that other bird so that it won't take a frenzy in its back. Over here on this side of the thing, Imperitus' only job is to kill that Feral. And then next turn, he'll kill both of those slightly damaged beasts because they'll be frenzying into each other. Manticore is going to go over there, kill those two. This Magister I put way to the side is going to run over there and score that flag. And this Griffon is going to go try and jank up that bird, hopefully on a full stack of synergy. So that's the plan. Break. Let me show you the next screen. Yeah, none of that happened. Basically, Vyros missed his impact attack and his charge attack. So Griffon had to pull over here and kill, and Vyros couldn't repo away very far because he didn't want to take a free strike on a no camp. So Vyros is now in the danger zone. This Griffon had to come over here and kill that bird because that bird is not going to frenzy. This Griffon was a long shot, but it walked over here and started smacking on the bird. I didn't expect it to kill the bird, but it did okay because I needed to build synergy. And it's Imperitus' turn. He goes in and misses every single attack on the Feral Feral. Dice were not on my favor. They did really, really bad. So that was bad. So I was like, well, I'm going to try and score over here. Manticore goes over here, and I do not spend the focus for strength because I figure just hitting him is going to kill him. He misses every single attack as well. He hits nothing. So essentially the board is exactly the same. He scores a point. I run Lanyssa over here because I'm worried about that dog going over and killing Vyros. He scores a point, so it is now 4-1. He is up by 3. If he scores 2, he wins. This is really, really bad for me. I needed to get so much more work done on this turn. And, it was pretty decent odds. I didn't really need much to kill these dudes. I felt like my plans were pretty realistic. I knew the Griffon wasn't going to kill that bird, but whatever. Vyros really, really let me down. Not getting that synergy chain built early on and keeping himself in the danger zone was really risky. I'm playing really low model count, though, so I felt like I had to get him involved somewhere. I didn't really see other options, I guess. But, yeah. So, on his turn, Kaya comes over and kills Lanyssa. Dog walks over to Vyros, kills Vyros. That's game. Yeah, Vyros could not get away fast enough. Oh, and all the frenzying happened, and that built up synergy. So, yeah, that was a little bit rough. I felt like my plan of letting everything primal into each other was a really good plan, and the execution just fell apart. After the Vyros failure, I kind of had to scramble, and everything just kind of got away from me. I Man, not going first really hurt. I've been trying to think for a couple of days now, different things I can do into this matchup. And I should have, when Lanyssa missed the Hunter's Mark, I should have completely changed my plan and should have planned on either Imperitus going in off the chef to get tons of work done over here on the birds and having Imperitus soak up the enemies on feet turn. Maybe not. It's probably not a good idea to throw away Imperitus that early because Imperitus is so much of a threat and gets tons of work done on Kaya's feet. Well, not this game, but all the other times I've played Kaya 3. So, no, that wasn't really an option. Once Lanyssa missed the Hunter's Mark, I should have mapped it out in my head and decided, you know what, let's change things. Let's load up these Griffins over here, send these Griffins in, and let's try and get 2 birds and the goat for 4 Griffins. And then let's have Imperitus and Manticore shoot them down to soften them up a little bit before that. And let's pop feet and let's get some work done after those 4 Griffins die. That's probably what I should have done. But, you know, stuff happened. Let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you for watching.